We are exceptionally proud of Rob, a magna cum laude student who ranks in the top 20% of his class. Besides being a member of the varsity swim team, Rob is an integral part of our campus ministry program, the stock market club, the debate team, and founder and president of our business club. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Robert Valdes-Rodriguez.
As Dr. Parada mentioned, my name is Robert Valdes-Rodriguez, and I'm a senior at Fairfield Prep. I'm here to talk to you, everyone, about my experience at Prep. So, why did I choose Fairfield Prep? Everyone knows they have outstanding academics and athletics. It was Prep's strong success in the guidance department and college admissions process that really impressed me. I'd always been told that Prep had the best guidance counselors, and now I know they really do. I'm applying to University of Wake Forest, rolling early decision. For those of you who don't know, rolling early decision demands that you apply a lot sooner than the average student. The average student would apply at the earliest November 15th, and at the latest, January 15th. And I'm applying tomorrow to college. So, as you can imagine, the past 2 weeks have been extremely stressful. I've been filling out last-minute forms and documents, but my guidance counselor, Mr. Hanrahan, has been with me the entire time. I've actually had 3 meetings with him, one-on-one meetings in the past 2 weeks. I have another one tomorrow. And he's told me what I need to do, when it needs to get done, and where I can find it. So the entire time, he's really been taking a lot of stress off my shoulders, and it's been really helpful. I really appreciate the strong guidance department at Prep. So after deciding to apply to Prep, I got in, and I'm a freshman. And I didn't like it at all. Freshman year was awkward. I knew maybe 5% of my freshman class, and I had to wear a shirt and tie to school. I wasn't used to that. So it was a whole new experience. And finally, after weeks of convincing, I was able to schedule a meeting with the guidance counselor at my public school, Fairfield Ludlow. And my mom took me there, and I was ready to transfer. I wanted to get out of Prep, so we talked to the guidance counselor, we left, and my mom said, give it 1 more month. If you still don't like Prep after a month, you can transfer. So I agree, I wait a month, and what do you know? The next week I make more friends, and I start to meet new kids. And then the following week is freshman retreat, and I meet a lot of new kids in my class. And then by the 3rd week, I'm back at school. I have a ton of new friends, and just in 3 weeks, all the classes are more relaxed. It's really calmed down, and I'm having fun at school. I'm enjoying my time at Prep. So I decided to stick it out. I stay at Prep, and it was honestly one of the better moves I've made in my life. I really love Prep, and if I could give you guys one piece of advice, I'd tell you guys to make sure that if your sons come home, they don't have a lot of friends first semester, they're not having fun at school, make them stick it out for the first year. Just give Prep 1 year, and Prep will do all the talking. It'll speak for itself. So I go through freshman year, and second semester was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And now it's sophomore year, and I start growing up. I'm getting more involved in Prep, and I started joining a lot of new clubs at Prep after school. And that's another piece of advice I'll give you guys. I think it's really important that after school, you don't go home. You don't go home when the bell rings. You have to find something to do at 2:30, whether it's playing an instrument, trying out for a sport, or joining a club. That's what really makes Prep a community, is staying after school, and that's where most of the Prep bonding happens. I have a few friends at Fairfield Ludlow, and when I tell them that I'm the president of 2 clubs and that I'm in campus ministry, they look at me like I have 3 eyes. They they don't really go to clubs at public school. I feel like they tell me it's more of it's not really as cool to go to clubs at Ludlow. And at prep, it's the exact opposite. It's cool to go to a club, to be on the debate team. It's not a nerdy thing to do. I'm on the debate team. I'm in many clubs, and by no means am I considered nerdy for doing that. Or I hope not. So sophomore year continues, and I grow a lot as a person in the prep community, and now I enter junior year. And as you all know, junior year is a really rigorous year. It's hard course load, and I'm lucky enough to get into AP English with Mr. Sather. And as I mentioned before, prep has outstanding academics, but in addition to their academics, they have really amazing teachers. Mr. Sather was the best teacher I've ever had, and probably will be the best teacher I've ever had. He loved what he did, and he took pride in his job. When most English teachers I've had in the past, when it's been in middle school or even in previous years, they would hand you back essays. They'd just give you a letter grade, maybe with a few corrections. Mr. Sather would have a 5 to 10 minute conference with each one of his students, and he had maybe 80 students, so he had a 5 to 10 minute conference with each of his students explaining what they did well in the essay, what they need to work on, and he highlighted all of the main points. So by the end of the year, I improved my writing skills enormously, and it was really helpful to know that my teacher cared that much about my education. So that was another thing that I think really differentiates prep from other schools. It just overall in general, prep has been a really special place for me the past 4 years. It's really been great to me, and I really have enjoyed my time. If any of you guys or any of your sons have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them after the reception. Thank you for your time.
Wasn't he great? Rob, thank you so much. We're so proud.